Call this meeting to order.
Official.
Avaling in. Thank you, everybody, for your patience.
Here.
Jump on in. First item of business here today is approval, of course, of our December meeting minutes. Are there any comments, corrections, concerns? Oh, we do have one.
This one on page 2, the second paragraph of the bill, maybe the last sentence needs to be changed a little bit. It's just 88 Rosemary.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good catch.
otherwise, the folks at 8 Rosemary. All right, thank you very much. Any other correction? If not, have a motion to approve as fixed. Moved and second, all in favor, say aye. Opposed? These are approved. Next up is there's our treasurer's intention for business.
Sorry. Okay. Disbursements for December 16th, 2025. The year, January 12th, 2026. We have quarter to payroll adjustments, $23,193.70. Emergency repairs for 236 Beaver Street, and to Linmar Properties LLC, the amount of $350. Possession of credit for 169 Warcroft Drive, into the Dow in Novi, if I'm saying that properly, in Volvo, the amount of $2,476. For utility invoices for RG&E, so $581.70. This is for $29,231. And then the period's revenue was the amount of $446,200 to offset sales.
Questions? To our first resolution of the year. To amend. We start the new year by.
That's really. Unless we create last repeated. And this is why. Paul is not here though, so the last resolution that we passed for last year was the resolution to authorize the bidders, the low bidders for that the city the first to rehab the property at 72 Wild, 236 Weaver, 176 Claremont. The winning bidder for the 236 Weaver and 72 Wild Street declined to accept the bid, and so they went to the next highest bidder. As we listed here, the difference in price between the two of them, both properties, is like $4,150. So it's not a significant difference, but each of those properties now has a new contractor. Just wanted to authorize that.
So for $1,000 less for the city?
More for the land bank. The land bank is paying. It's the next bidder, next highest bidder.
Okay. These are all on the.
These are all for her.
So subtracting Lemar and Addison West Side, construction of IROC consultant contracting. Any other?
How far? Have. Manufacturing. Why?
Well. All right, we have a. Right. Alright. Moved and seconded, all in favor, please say aye. Opposed? Next up is resolution number 2, authorizing acquisition of 6 aerial park and 26.
Oh, yeah. So Sixth Aerial Park and 2552 Dewey Avenue are properties that were taken by the city when previous tax foreclosure action and are now vacant and available for sale. They were inspected by our real estate specialist and project manager, and seemed to be appropriate for with adequate rehabilitation, to be appropriate for an owner occupied. So it was recommended that we purchase them from the city. So we are in the process of scheduling an appraisal to get a value for what we do the city. However, that's not been able to be scheduled yet. It's Wednesday. But we did not think it, we thought it was best to move forward so that we could be in line for the next opportunity council. And so, city staff, in the prison, 26 staff has made, evaluation and, given us an upper limit, range, to pay for these properties. These are single family properties that would get for home ownership, and they would be rehabbed with a black fund. And the not to exceed, you'll note that in the resolution, the not to exceed value will be limited to whatever the upper limit of the appraisal, whatever the appraisal said, if that is lower than the not to exceed value.
Just curious about. 2650. Is it in great condition?
It is in average condition. I'm sorry,
Is it a new house?
it is large, it is an average condition, and it is very close to to a suburb. So,
One property in Greecetown.
so it is, there's an explanation, and I can certainly share that, that 220 is not outside of the realm of what was sold at that point, but it is not in the same kind of condition that, some of the other properties were. These were the 2 better conditioned properties that were available from the city. So there were other surface properties that would not be suitable for those numbers. But it is also, there are grant funds from LEI. Especially sale proceeds from previous properties. And we do need to spend those funds by November of this year. So acquisition funds, and then more importantly, there's 4 million in rehab. We're moving along.
Sounds good to me. Any other thoughts, comments on the item before you? Hearing none. Second. Yeah, second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Carried. There.
Yes, yeah.
Well, resolution number 3. Approving the sale of 131 York Street. Well,
So, it is, 131 York Street was a statutory property, it's a two-family home that we used some LPI funds, to support rehab. And there's also some discretionary land bank funds, so proceeds funds that go into it. The idea was to sell, much like the Vaunted, which was, program where we sell to a Rochester resident, who did not own more than the potentially part they lived in, and would buy the property as a wealth building opportunity. We listed this with a real estate agent, same real estate agent who sold in Rosemary. And we were able to find a purchaser who met those criteria. There's also the criteria being income qualified at 100% of AMI below. The chosen purchaser actually, sort of 80% of AMI have been looking for a place to interstate to buy to as an owner occupant renting the other apartment. And she real estate. She already had her pre-approval and her HPA. It was the word about her. She was very excited.
You said HPA.
Yes, she is eager and ready. So we want that on this first one. And it's a really
Property.
I'm sorry.
This is a nice property.
It is, and you know, we're at a lot of store. She's going to do well. So
both sides.
very nice. Very
That's a nice property.
Third comments on resolution number 3, if not, we have a motion.
Make the motion.
Oh.
What?
All right, those words. Moved and seconded, all in favor? Say aye. Aye. Opposed? Carries. Great, some good stuff in there. We will move on then to our discussion items for months, starting with annual report to city council.
You, sorry. Okay, so it is that time of year again. The land bank is required by the Land Bank Act to make a report to its municipality prior to March 15th of each year. It has, a practice has become that we make this report at the committee meeting for neighborhoods, housing, Johnson Housing Committee. And that we in February to make sure we reach that deadline. And so I'm bringing it here as we have a microphone to staff. So I just wanted to make sure that we're all aware. The staff or they will be putting together a draft that out to council. I guess we'll be reaching out to those in as well, the scheduler. This year it looks like it's the 10. I'm gonna say, so this is a different topic, but the Land Bank meeting is generally the third Monday, which is beginning of it's the President's Day holiday. So we had considered moving it back as we did this month to the previous Monday, which would be the 9th. And if that's the case, there'd be an opportunity to work before. And So I'm putting that out there, if the ninth is not convenient. Certainly let us know, but I think that would. Staff.
Jack, make sure that works.
Doesn't have to be wrong with that, just so you know, that's what we'll be sending out. But you should certainly do that, draft before.
Please do review it, offer comment. Anything that you offer that makes it better, needs to do it better. Good. All of it. All right. Thank you. New York State.
For it. The study that's done.
That,
We'll be making reference to that. I asked that because probably the next question. I would think to the county. So that's why I'm asking.
so. The report has not been, there's been some, hope that it could be coordinated with the city when the report was released. So I don't know at what point that is going to happen, but I will certainly. I will, make that, request to our chair to see whether that is something we should talk about at this point, or if that's something later.
Whether there's still some. Should the divisions be made? So make sure that it's talked about. So let's see. Let's see.
Okay. So the New York State Affordable Housing Projects was just. There are several at the state level, and there are several that are not just LEI opportunities. One of which the city just approved, the city council just approved an authorization for the move-in New York program to take place here in the city. And the landing may be moving forward with an application to construct those Crossmont homes. There is an area where the landing has scattered out for new construction, and it seems to be appropriate for this. And so the land bank staff, and the city staff will be meeting whether this application appropriate. It does need to be submitted by January this year, January 30th, this month. So if it's approved for we will do that. An obligation to do that. There is the state provides a developer fee for managing the construction of these properties. So that's a opportunity both doing some construction and
Well, have to go back to city council.
no, it's just an authorization that the program and the construction specifications are acceptable within the city. And that's already.
With the sale of properties,
That's it.
sale of city properties to the land bank or.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're going.
So
That-
that would be,
Yes, okay.
you can see that. Not necessarily. Authorization. You have the authorization.
I guess the question, yes, either the sale to the city or, so you'd sell to the landing prior to construction.
Look at me, I got no context to this one.
Okay, we'll see.
I can take a look at it.
Okay.
Developer.
Right. Like setting a property generally. Yes, there's an instance where-
I guess my question was, will we be building on a city lot and the city selling property, the property gives it a house or will?
That's what I'm saying. So, it's a free play council already.
Right, right.
Yes, you'll see it again.
In one.
There was also, a small. Small rental development initiative, released in the last, week or so with an application that's due in February. So these are for, 4 to 20 unit multifamily properties, and they could be part of, if there's multi-use structures, the residential portion could be funded as part of this program. We don't currently, as the land bank, have these type of structures available, but we would be open for them.
Okay, eligible applicants.
Not-for-profit corporations or wholly owned subsidiaries of such corporations are eligible to apply. Joint partnerships with experienced developers are.
How we can work out.
So there's not really time to get the word out to private. But so the deadline for this is like February 9th. So, if there were, a project, it would need to, and there was a partnership to come, it would probably need to happen after the project application, right? And I don't know if any of that's, any of the properties that would be acquiring, I don't think are suitable for this, but imagine if someone had something.
CPC. Right. They work, that's the population that they're working. Smaller. Actually, very. Organizations that apply out. Waiting.
Thank you. Topic for discussion. Business. Or board. Hearing none. Do we have a motion to adjourn? Second. All in favor? Stand adjourned. It's good to hear you say that.